internet gamblers to this month's edition of my WWE Bullshit Flush, hosted by me, the Wrestling Shuffler. Now, if you're seeing this video for the very first time, I shall explain. Basically, I'm gonna address 6 topics or rumors from WWE, address them, cut him off, and flush the bullshit right down to toilets and sewer hell. Now, without further ado, let's address the first bullshit. The first bullshit is Bo Dallas streak ended. Now, I found this to be pretty much of a bullshit because you hype up this guy who's supposed to be on an undefeated streak. You put video packages highlighting the streak. Instead of just something creative with it, if you gave some kind of meaningful closure to get Bo Dallas to the next level, you choose to randomly, just like The Undertaker's 20-1 winning streak, you choose to randomly end in a sour note, making no favors for Bo Dallas or R-Truth for that matter. And what really pisses me off is, I don't know if that was mentioned, and if not, I'm surprised that basically, in my own personal feeling, Bo Dallas should be the one with an undefeated streak. He should have been the only one with an undefeated streak or a longer undefeated streak than everybody else on that roster. Because if you look carefully, not only is Bo Dallas was undefeated, but Adam Rose, I believe, was undefeated. Rusev was undefeated. How can you make this guy streak mean anything if he wasn't even the only guy with an undefeated streak? I mean, even Adam Rose and Rusev's undefeated streak, or mainly Rusev, still continues to this day. And that's frustrating because you try to make the streak out of this guy who just believe, but yet out of the 3 guys undefeated on WWE Raw television, you make this guy the first one to lose it? Really? That's all I got to say about that. I'm sorry about Bo. I think Bo Dallas is a genius character, and I hope that Bo Dallas becomes champion. Either IC champion or WWE World Heavyweight champion. I like to see that. Believe! Bo Dallas is awesome. Enough said. The second bullshit is AJ Lee BFF enemies webpage. Oh, how cute. Oh, how disgusting. In my personal view, Paige has been pretty crappy with booking, because I don't ever think that Paige went from a storyline purpose, from a storyline sense in the WWE, since she debuted on Raw, did nothing for her. It was stupid, out of illogic, and to me, it didn't do favors for her. Because let's be realistic. What kind of a newbie diva like Paige coming into WWE Raw television defeats just like that the longest reigning Divas champion of all freaking time as AJ Lee? So let me get this straight. AJ Lee defeated professional divas, seasoned veteran divas, through her number of days as Divas champion. And we supposed to believe that Paige, out of nowhere, appears and defeats her just like that, especially as a babyface? um, that's stupid, because to me a privilege, or to me what makes a baby face, it's sometimes that the baby face doesn't win that often, or is perceived as somewhat of an underdog and somewhat a person we need to get behind, emotionally behind, or sympathize with it. Because and Paige was booked terribly wrong for his character. And let me get this straight. Paige, after being the champion, was supposed to have heat on her locker room. How could we believe that even in the storyline says, when you just showed a video with all of the divas celebrating with her? I mean, realistically, if you wanted to project that kind of image, you should took that video off of Paige. You should make as Paige feel, why is nobody congratulating me? If you did that, you could say that she had heat. But after you showed that package where everybody and some of the divas that hugged her actually feud with her and actually mocked her and say, we don't like you, were the ones that hugging her after she won the title? You know, and all this BFF, so let me get this straight. Paige, after doing the stuff he did with AJ Lee and vice versa, after AJ Lee won, they have bought this friend enemies kind of crap? Really? To me, Paige has been horribly, stupidly booked. Paige's booking has been freaking stupid. Enough said. The third is WWE can do no wrong. I found it funny when WCW, the stupid things, cuts off people when they're rising to the top and come up with stupid ideas and make stupid decisions regarding pay-per-views, the poking finger of doom, and not having Goldberg versus Hulk Hogan in a pay-per-view, and all that stupid stuff in politics and whatnot. Those things in WCW are frowned upon, are punished, or many people, including the Jerichos, probably the JRs, and many people, especially the WWE, blame WCW for that crap. But when it's WWE doing that kind of stuff, we're labeled as stupid fucking smarks that know anything about wrestling, and we are stupid, we don't know thing, and when we think we know, they say, oh, you don't know a thing. When WWE does the same things WCW do, they automatically put aside. But when WCW does the same things that WWE is doing right now, they get crapped on. Yeah, real cute. So this whole mentality of WWE does nothing wrong, even from JR, Jericho, and many others, that somehow to me spells C-R-A-P. Crap! Nothing said. Okay, next bullshit is no wait for Wyatt. This is more of a YWC thing, because I've noticed that people, look, even the most compelling characters can be boring sometimes. Every week they don't have to be perfect. And when I see someone say that, oh, Bray Wyatt got booed for doing the promo, oh, are people stupid? If people are that stupid, they should leave. I mean, not to agree with them, but not every promo to me by Wyatt is captivating. Sometimes Bray Wyatt bores the hell out of me, because booking wise and storyline wise, they just don't make Bray Wyatt that of a serious or threatening character or gimmick anymore, especially after Wyatt not winning against Cena, not conquering against Cena, and not winning the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. If these big steps Wyatt doesn't make, I'm not going to take this guy seriously. And facing Jericho as a performer, perception-wise, is a shell of his former self. This is not the same Y2J that feuded against Evan Bourne, let's say, in 2010 or 2009, when Jericho was perceived as a dominant force. Jericho is very weakened right now. And to me, him feuding against Wyatt, to me, is not doing any favors. So, Jericho's not making Wyatt that much strong. He's basically doing the same old stuff. And I have found Wyatt and Jericho quite boring, to be honest. And when I see people in the YWC say, "Oh, you shouldn't boo Wyatt, what's wrong with you?" and whatnot, we have our own opinion. You blame the WWE for us not liking the type of wrestlers Vince McMahon likes, but we tend to do the same when the popular guys in the indies on the internet doesn't get praised by us, or the people that we like and the YWC 8, like the Ortons and Cenas and whatnot, we do like and we say we're good. Instead of saying I respect your opinion, we get ostracized. So at the moment, the YWC and the IWC, in a way, it's just like the WWE, but the other side of the corner. The wrestling smarts say we dumb, but the YWC tends, when we don't go along with them, they do the same judgment call as WWE does with internet fans. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one is Paul Heyman, no trust. Beat down Justin Heyman. Oh, Heyman is a bullshitter. I don't trust Heyman. Heyman gave bounced checks. Heyman was a manipulator. Oh, that weasel Heyman. Oh, he did this, he did that, we can't trust him. Yeah, but Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon then pulled the same things, yet worse. Many people criticize Heyman bouncing checks, but those same people got a chance to make some money in either WCW or WWF when Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon didn't give a crap about you. So the very same people that criticize Heyman for lousy paychecks, but yet if it wasn't for him to open his outlet for people to raise their voice and get their game and make an evolution as performers, they won't make it anywhere in wrestling. So in that aspect, Paul Heyman should have some slack cut into him. He's no worse than a Vince McMahon or Eric Bischoff, any kind of seeking promoter. But many people, so I feel that Paul Heyman gets too much shit for it. So when people say that Paul Heyman is, oh, he's a swindler, nobody should trust Paul and whatnot, and all of that, giving Paul too much shit, I say, fuck you. In my mind, Vince McMahon or Eric Bischoff are a lot worse than Paul Heyman in that aspect. Because when Paul Heyman manipulates you as a wrestler, you were certain for one thing. You would get opportunities and in somewhat you would be a lot better. While Vince McMahon and most importantly Eric Bischoff would just make money out of your ass and discard you when you're ever doing not to please them in any way. So for that, Paul Heyman doesn't deserve the crap that he gets from big doses. And 1, 2, 3. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. And now the final BS is Dolph IC Champion Ziggler. I don't know the idea of, oh, Dolph Ziggler would be a great IC champion. Oh, Dolph Ziggler needs to win the IC title from that crappy wrestler, frog face Miz. Miz is not talented compared to Dolph Ziggler. I have news for you. The last time we see Dolph Ziggler as IC champion, it was freaking boring as hell. To me, this chance of The Miz being the IC champion is a lot more entertaining and a lot more productive to me than a Dolph spaghetti hair Ziggler could ever be as IC champion. Every time Dolph Ziggler was IC champion, it was freaking boring. Since 2010, to me, Dolph Ziggler has fallen down. I don't care about the guy. The guy is the guy doesn't deliver. To me, he's nothing more than a in-ring work spot monkey. For many of you that say that Dolph Ziggler should be IC champion, I say fucking hell not. I'd rather The Miz get giving another guy a shot than Ziggler that already much proven that he can rank as the IC champion. Realistically, to me at least, every time that Dolph Ziggler was Intercontinental Champion, none of his title reigns were entertaining to me. True story. So, this has been my WWE bullshit address. Now, it's time to flush them down to sewer hell. Now we have the bullshit ready to be flushed right down into toilet hell. May you rumors and topics burn, and sewer hell. Bullshit, you may consider yourselves flushed. Yeah. So, this was my August edition of WWE Bullshit Flush. If you like this video or have anything to say about this, comment in the comments down below. Make a video response. Do whatever you can. If you indeed have some kind of connection with this channel, do everything you can to make it shuffle and roll. This has been the Wrestling Shuffler, and all I got to say is stay tuned because there's more shuffling to do in this week. And awkwardly saying, see you next Bullshit Flush.